Woo, sorry, a little bit of a long intro there, but that was just fun. So how is it going, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in today. Welcome to Guitar Control. And what are we talking about? Well, what was this video about? Oh, yeah. I actually forgot. It took me like 2 seconds to forget. We're talking about turning a scale into a song. Basically making your scales musical. Because, you know, we spend all this time learning all these scales. And that's great, you know. But it's like, what do we do with it past playing licks and stuff like that? Well, they're a great tool for playing music. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that, and I'm going to give you the tabs for the actual scale that I'm using, the full scale across all 6 strings. If you want that, that link is down below. But aside from that, let's go ahead and jump into this one and start talking about turning a scale into a song. All right, so the first thing we need is our scale. So we're going to be using our G major scale. You could easily, or G Ionian mode, whatever you want to call it. You could easily transpose this anywhere on the guitar neck. I just like G because that's the way to be. G. So we have this. And basically I'm going to go 3-5-7 on the low E string, 3-5-7 on the A, 4-5-7 on the D, 4-5-7 on the G, 5-7-8 on the B, 5-7-8 on the high E string. And there you have it, and then descend. So, we have our building block now. It's like, well, what do we do with this? Well, one thing that's really important to understand when you're working with a scale like this is that there are actually chords tucked away in your scale. You probably hear people talk about chord progressions and all that kind of stuff, and they're pulling these chords from somewhere. They're not just guessing and putting these together. They're out of a scale, typically. So if we played our scale here, G, our notes would be G, A, B, C, D, E, and F sharp. And the first one is the first note of your major scale. That's a major chord. Second note is minor. Third note is minor. Fourth note is major. Fifth note is major. Sixth note is minor. And seventh note is diminished. But we're not going to worry about that one so much today. So again, that would be G major, because we know our notes. A minor. B minor. C major, D major, E minor, and then the F sharp diminished. But again, like I said, we're gonna kind of dodge that one for today. Now that we know those chords, we can actually build a progression. You know, we've known about a 1-4-5 progression. You've probably heard people say this. Well, they're actually referring to notes and chords inside the scale. So a 1, then you go to your 4 chord, then you go to your 5. That's why you see G, C, and D so much in pop music and stuff like that. It's a very common chord progression. It's a very good one because it's all major. It sounds very happy. And it's just a good one to kind of like reference if you're just, you know, getting into this stuff. Don't try to do some crazy 1-6-2-5, 2-5, you know, any of that kind of stuff. For now, just focus on a very simple 1-4-5. So the next thing is that, well, just having the chords isn't always what you want to play. You don't want to play chords. I'm just using them as more of a reference. I'm going to put some rhythm to my scale. So let's think of a rhythm. Let's do what I was just doing. Okay. So I'm using this as my bass note, and I'm starting to feel out the scale, and I'm adding little bits and pieces to it. I'm not trying to get too complicated. I'm just thinking melodically, because you know when you're writing a song or something, you know the riff should have some melody to it that will get stuck in someone's ear. They're like, oh yeah, I love it. Dun 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 do do do. That was one that really stuck out to me. So. Maybe just flip it around the other way. Now I'm going to change, and I'm going to use this as now my bass note. That what I did there is I went to the 5, which is just this. I'm not even playing chords at this point. I'm just going. You can probably hear the chords changing when you're listening to. Okay, so there's, boom, we have a song. We have a song started. Now, what if you wanted to add, a little bit more to it? You could, because this scale is all over the place, and this is why learning your scale in multiple positions on the neck is so powerful, because then you have a lot more to play with. Because normally I wouldn't just stick to one spot. I would maybe go like. Maybe something like that, where I was, getting a little bit more fancy with it, but it's only because I know, not that. I'm just a little bit more confident moving around with the scale and stuff like that, because I'm used to it. So that's how you can really turn it into a scale. The first thing is know your scale. Next, I think melody will really be second, and then understanding those chords is so helpful to taking something so boring like a scale, just going. If you do that all day, you're gonna get sick of it real quick. And when you get to doing stuff like this, not that. Geez, that was awful. There we have it. So there you have it. Or maybe even just coming up with patterns. That's another one I should throw in here real quick. I'm just not playing the scale in order. I'm going. Really how to turn that scale into a nice little ditty. All right, guys, that's going to be it for us here today. Thank you all so much for tuning in. My hair is all up in my face, and get the tabs for that scale. Really have fun with it. Think musically, think creatively, and until next time, I'll see you later. Have a great day. Bye, guys.